Yes, sir. Peace, peace, family. It's your boy again, Kato motherfucking G. Kato GTV, Ear to the Streets. And when I tell you, we back with a banger. You know what I'm talking about? We back with a boy Diary, man. Right? I say it right? I ain't good with names and words and syllables and shit like that, but we back, man. He got some shit for y'all, man, for y'all brain. You know what I'm saying? For wreck y'all brain. How you just been wrecking mine real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell y'all about his spiritual come up in the game, how he came up on it, you know what I'm saying? How he tapped in and you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pass it over to him, man. Let him break y'all off, you know what I'm saying? About his come up in the spirituality. Hold on to y'all seats.
Alright, so for me, spirituality, like that started as like just the whole thing, you know, I always looked into different religions and stuff like that. Like I always just felt like I wasn't a part of just one group. Like they try to label me as a Christian or a Baptist and stuff like that, but I never seen eye to eye with those kind of people. And of course, I will always love them. You know, a lot of them, you know, they tend to have good hearts, but they just left into the wrong lane.
That's crazy. So it never resonated with your soul at all. Like
no,
you know what I'm saying? You never just felt it.
No.
Okay, that's crazy.
I just always like love the people when I went to church and stuff like that. Like
okay,
you know, that's the only way I was able to connect with them. Like we have a small conversation. I was always trying to tap into something deeper.
I always felt there was something
like really just pick that brain, and that's how it started. Like
okay,
I'm like, man, okay, now some years later, I'm thinking I'm at least about 15. I think about 15, 16 or something. I don't know, one of them. But eventually I started thinking like, dang, if everybody doing the same thing, it gotta be something into it. And I'm that young at this time. I'm still in school. But I'm like, everybody doing the same thing. So I know I've always been the type to be unique. No matter what it was, like people, it could be a lot of people that I may know in school, you know, they're probably on the block and selling drugs and, you know, just whatever, trying to do the same thing in school. But I was just seeing something different, like my style, the way I used to dress, even coming in like 9th grade. Like, it was just unique. People try to buy clothes off me in school.
The trendsetter.
Yeah, so I could have left from school and probably be naked. You know what I'm saying? For real, like that's how it was. Like just walking home on underwear, just like that. And you know, that let me just say me being different and seeing things that other people wasn't a part of. I'm like, man, I just can't. So I gotta look into a whole nother direction. Like I want something to symbolize me. I want something where I really feel like my soul is gravitating to. So then it got me to, okay, yeah, I got into a relationship. But I always seemed like, even when I was dealing with women, or not women, but girls at the time, because this is high school, they mind went like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I'm talking to them, and I always picture like women as a form of like Mother Nature, especially since I was talking to majority, you know, my kind, the black people.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's just like I'm looking at them like, dang, I'm always thinking Mother Nature. When I think Mother Nature, I think of Erykah Badu or Lauryn Hill and
that's crazy
stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was looking at too. But I know I always been on the type like on some earthy vibe, like looking at the world and just the different sceneries.
So
like,
basically, what you telling me, you always had the woman up on a pedestal at an early age. You always like pretty much just glorified her. Pretty much, you know she was more than what they say she was, basically.
Right. So it's just like, okay, man, it gotta be much deeper. And so just going, I'm always looking deeper into something before I jump into it. Like, partially because I was always the one to overthink a lot. So I'm thinking of different things from different perspectives, trying to come up with one answer.
Okay.
So I'm looking like, okay, yeah. Okay, this girl's like this, that, woo. And during that time, of course, eventually I got a relationship. Well, that relationship, you know, I'm dealing with that. I had a little something happen in the past, but this is a new feeling all over again. So me and the girl end up hitting it off. You know, we doing high school, whatever. You trying to get your thing going, man. You trying to rock the boat. You know what I'm saying? Make the water spill or something. So I was, you know, in that end, I was eating bad, right? In a relationship, eating bad. I was still eating all this like meat and stuff like that all the time. Yeah. Pork, man, beef, man, like
all
just
your lower self, you know.
Right. So dealing with that, plus you talking about the sweets and stuff like that. Well, then draining myself probably 2 times.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 times every like 2 days or so, or like 2 to 3 times a day. That's what I'm saying. So that's making me like, okay, dang, I didn't see the other side of it because I'm like, this is my first relationship. I'm thinking, okay, this about to hit all this some forever stuff. Woo, nah. Get out of high school, graduate, everything cool. Then eventually we end up not dating anymore. You know, we tried it even after dating, but it's just like, all right, man, this is not where it's at. So it led me to the mindset of, okay, what now? And me being lost at the point in time, of course, I was trying to feed my energy into things that wasn't even needed for me, like porn. You know, that wasn't needed at all. Like, it was just because I was at my lower self and I was always looking for that lust. I was trying to rise up to that same point I had when I was with her.
It's addiction.
Right. So that's constantly going. I just some everyday stuff. Like, as soon as I wake up and I feel like I got that urge, I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah. Nah, that's real talk though.
Yeah, so I feel like I was ready to hit it off, and then my mind was just so trapped into where it felt like, okay, I was actually doing something to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing that still, but I still did that. And then
feel guilty and shit.
Right. And then afterwards.
What am I doing here?
Right. Right. Oh. And then afterwards, just say after all that, I ran into, I guess his well, not Instagram, but his YouTube page was like HTP or something. I don't remember. But it was a guy, he used to be speaking about semen retention and how mold you as a man, you know, like he just checking into everybody. So I'm looking like, okay, dang. Well, he got this going on, but let me try it. And of course, it took me a little bit of time, and I relapsed a few times. But best believe, like, once I really got on that streak, like, I'm talking, even a weekend, I feel the difference.
So what's the benefits from it, though? Tell the people, you know what I'm saying, that people who don't know about semen retention, tell them the benefits, you know what I'm saying, that you get from it, you know what I'm saying, the actual benefits you get from it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, for a man.
Yes, sir.
But really anybody, like celibacy, semen retention, you know, like you really feel more powerful.
Bam.
You have more self-structure.
Okay.
A lot of discipline. You realize that everything's just not all about sex and lust all the time. You realize your position, you know, like to be more headstrong because you got a lot of goals to accomplish. Exactly. So that's keeping you in the level of being more focused and not thinking about, okay, like especially me as a guy, oh, I'm ready to hit this girl and do what I gotta do, knowing dang well you will relapse. So,
now it's real though. That's why like a lot of fighters, like before a fight, you know what I'm saying, they tell you don't have no sex for like 30 days, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the fighter fucking before the fight, cause you know what I'm saying, making weak and shit, motherfucker, like you said. They throw you off, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of men, anyway, they weak behind the pussy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta say that, you know what I'm saying? So they get throwed off and shit, you know what I'm talking about? They ain't focused, they out, you know what I'm saying, out balanced and everything, but yeah.
Right.
It's a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you weak, you know what I'm saying? But my bad, go ahead.
But yeah, Yeah, man, like, it's so right, like, that's just what it's like. I know for me, like, I just got the power back, man. I felt the strength after all that. Plus, I was working out. I'm looking at all these different guys on YouTube. I'm like, dang, man, y'all bulked up. Man, I need to get like that too. I said, y'all semen retention. Then I'm eating healthy. I've been like just not eating meat. I was on like some straight. I was on seafood stuff all the time. So just straight seafood. Then eventually, I get into all these different spiritual, like just feeling and that. And eventually I wanted to see like what it's like, you know, through YouTube or like just doing research on Google and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, well, I got to see exactly what I'm feeling and get deep into that. Like I need to know why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling it.
Okay.
And it's really like it's really working how I think it should. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll search up. Okay, why am I feeling a level of energy after certain days, or you know, what, how it would lead you with your mind. Like I always feel like power of the mind was like real strong. So they would say like you would have some kind of spiritual enlightenment and stuff like that, and just knowing like who you are as a person, as a being. And I'm like, okay, well, if they got all this, then I know it's something. I know it's something. And I'm doing more research. And eventually, it led me to YouTube. Once it led me to YouTube, I found about Young Pharaoh. And Young Pharaoh, like, even though he wasn't preaching too much about semen retention too many times, but
fam, I try to cut you off. It's crazy you said that Young Pharaoh shit, 'cause that's who you remind me of, family. Square business with your knowledge and your information and shit. You know what I'm saying? You remind me of the God Young Pharaoh, man. But my bad, I was trying to cut you off. Go ahead. I didn't say that.
For sure. But it eventually led me to Young Pharaoh, and Young Pharaoh, like, man, he used to be talking about everything. Like you saying, he's speaking about holidays and okay, the reason not learning about all this stuff and what is it like with different relationships? The kind of relationships the world don't even want you to have. Like you can't even be married or like polygamy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like just the aspect of us just being in the United States, we can't even have that. Like yeah, we can mess with multiple women, but the polygamy stuff is just not there. And like to think about it, like that led us to how I used to be in ancient times. Like it wasn't lions still like that. You know, some polygamy stuff.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And they trying to hide that from us. And
that's our culture.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the culture.
Exactly. But to get off that, man, that's like this Young Pharaoh. Him, he not doing it now, but his name Bantu Cut, you know, like he was on that. He was deep into that too, man. Like he was young, man. I'm looking at him, I'm like, dang, he younger than me. At the time, he was like 17.
That's mind control. I mean, it's mind power.
Right.
It's mind power.
So I'm looking at this, and he was talking about semen retention more, especially after the HTP guy. Like, he was talking about it more, the benefits, and him getting into the grass, and sun gazing, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm watching these videos, but I gotta be practicing when I'm getting in, like for real, like see that perspective. So eventually, I'll start trying it. And I started sun gazing, and sun gaze like it boosts my immune system, my level of energy, like straight out the day. I'm talking about like even after working out, before workout, I used to feel like relaxed. And sometimes I would even sun gaze to the point where I'm looking, and you can see the aura of the sun.
See the sun be black.
Right, the sun is black. Like you can literally see the aura, and then it's like I see all these other different colors from the sun, and it just look like purple. Stuff like that, but that just out of the sunlight, it's moving like this. Look, you can see the sun moving like itself. Like even though it may be sitting in one area, which you may be seeing when we look outside, but the sun is moving. Whatever white figure is in front of that black sun, that's what they got there. But you can see it moving, just like this. But barely. You gotta really just
focus in on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I started getting to the level of that, and I got into putting my feet in the grass too. charging myself.
Getting rooted, yeah, grounded.
Yeah, grounded. Like
That's really a thing.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially not eating too. Like that's why I used to be my high. Like I don't eat yet. I don't have nothing. I'm still good from the day before. You know, I'm on the fruits and vegetables, and if I do eat something, I'm still on a smoothie or whatever. Nothing too much. I put some sea moss in there. Even use sea moss for my face, like plenty of times. You know, like whenever I felt it got bad, I just always been big on natural substances, like something natural about the body that nobody else speak about, and you know that kind of helped me. Just because I'm like, man, all right, well, if I see all these natural substances, then it let me getting deeper, like the reason for all these different vitamins sometimes, or like the medicine that they give you is really just to kill you. You know, like, or weaken your immune system. Like, you thinking it's helping you, but these thick syrups and stuff like that is meant to put you in a darker place. Like, it messes with your dopamine sometimes too. You know, so like it's all try to kill the mind. And you know, once you attack that mind, you could attack the whole body.
Yeah, they don't give you nothing. They don't give you nothing basically to cure you.
Right.
They just basically just to prolong the shit. You know,
right.
You gotta keep taking that medicine just for the rest of your life instead of just curing the fucking problem.
And now you gotta feel like you rely on the shit.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You go through withdrawals.
Right. Exactly. So I started looking at stuff like that though. And you know, Dr. Sebi, he's one of them. Like, I was looking at him and I was just talking to my girl about that the other day. Like, man, he said the only thing, I gave it away already. the only disease in the body, is the mucus.
It made sense though.
Right.
Made a lot of sense. Dr. Sebi woke a lot of people up too.
Yes. That's why they killed Left Eye. Left Eye, she was on the way to see what's up with that, and he was helping her out about learning the body, and she was getting deep into it. Like, he was helping her cleanse and all that kind of stuff. She was talking about the way she felt after a fast. And like I said, the industry didn't like that because Dr. Sebi, he know a lot that many other people don't know. And the industry, just based off of they're tapping into our resources, like even our phones, and they're learning about all this different information. So of course they're gonna say this. Like they go put like something in front of you, like, okay, this is what it is, but they killed it for a whole nother reason. They just make it seem like it was a regular crash in Honduras.
Yeah.
A regular crash, but in reality, no, it's worse than that. Because they didn't want her to open up. But yeah, they didn't want her to open up. So it's just like, okay, she's seeing the light. And just out of her cleansing herself, she was able to see her death happen before it even happened. She knew it was coming. But she seen it a lot earlier. So but it be stuff like that though, like, I don't know, looking at stuff like videos and just knowing the bigger picture. So that's what got me like on a spiritual path. It's just like everything is deeper. Everything is deeper. Like, people say, oh nah, you're not supposed to look that deep. But messages is literally in everything. It's in all in front of our faces. These symbolism, like from videos, now they're more open, showing you the symbolism in videos compared to how they was back in the day. Back in the day, it wasn't be nothing too much. They probably have like little black and white, which means like the Masonic order. They've been Masonic puppets put into these videos and stuff like that, and showing you black and white. They playing with colors to play with your mind, and then these words. At the time, they may be putting the colors. It's just to put you in it's like a hypnotizing thing. It's all to play with your mind, but it's all about you taking in the video as they show it, so it won't manipulate you or not. I mean, it will, yeah, when they manipulate you or not.
Sure.
So it's just a lot of things, like, it's stuff like that I always seek into. That's what led me, like, spiritual, everything. I always seem deeper and deeper. And
So
deeper.
your information, the information you got, do it come like from YouTube, or do you read books, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Do
like,
you know what I mean? Do you,
but from time to time, like it's really all over,
okay.
all over. Like my knowledge is unlimited. That's how I feel. Like
You get downloads and shit.
yeah. Like I always seek deeper. I just always like a message that I could really connect to. You know, something like that. It just like, yeah, you gotta be unlimited with your knowledge because you wanna spread to other people. Like
It's infinite.
that's me, right?
Yeah,
And I always been about helping people. I want people to see the deeper. That's why I'm always getting to deeper conversations whenever I first meet somebody, because not only I'm having them think, but it just like I'm the person that they're gonna be looking like, dang, out of everybody else, man, something about him, like, it's crazy, like that. Not saying crazy in a bad way, but like, man, that news,
Conversation
like,
just so deep, that, you know what I mean?
Right.
They really just can't grasp the motherfucker.
Right.
So they go first thing, that's just crazy. First thing they can say. You know what I'm saying? I like deep conversations myself. Don't like basic conversations, man. You know what I mean? You just don't move me, man. I like talking about the stars and shit. That, you know what I'm saying? That space and you know what I'm saying?
Stuff that's beyond
Like
us.
gain something from the conversation.
Right.
Not real spirit. I like to. Man, I'm intrigued with knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit called a sapiosexual or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Fuck my brain up, man.
Yeah,
You know what
for
I'm saying?
real.
Mine fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a sapiosexual. Yeah, I told y'all this man deep, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, man. Like once you start seeking that knowledge and you meditating on it, like that's where I got a lot of my knowledge from too.
Meditate.
I wouldn't even eat, and I just meditate upon it. Like no matter what time, even within the witching hours, man, I want this shit to activate like 3 a.m.
Okay.
That's witch hours. Like they be practicing,
Y'all
doing
paying
all
attention.
that.
He giving y'all game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all paying
Witch
attention.
hours, like practicing, doing all the voodoo and whatever. Like that's why like sometimes projects may drop around that time, or like even like different songs or whatever. That's witching hours. They trying to activate a certain power to be up on the songs even more. Like even, man, I ain't want to speak upon it, but hey, just to let you know, it was said once upon a time that Jay-Z was on that. Jay-Z, he was trying to, I guess, get into a song around like 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's only just because like they trying to activate certain spells and want it to be more powerful, because that's when the line of the realm world is thinner.
Okay.
It's thinner, so it's easier to activate like manifestation, all that kind of stuff around that time when you meditating and you really just getting deep with yourself. You constantly getting these things with your mind, like okay, just say if you're saying something over and over, right?
Okay.
It's easy to manifest around that time, or like you want a certain level of energy, you know, like just to really go from there. That's the time, 3 o'clock in the morning, like
The veil is thinner.
yeah,
That's crazy, man.
yeah,
And I guess it's easy to get in contact with spirits at that time also. You know what I'm saying? Since the veil is so thin, you can just basically just cross. It's easy for them to cross over.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I guess you know.
Traveling through dimensions.
right,
Yeah, there you
right,
go.
exactly.
There you go. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking for. Yeah, that shit get deep, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Spooky.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff like
It's real
I like
though,
that.
man.
Yeah.
that
For
deep
real.
stuff.
So
Right.
And
yeah, y'all need to get on it, man.
True.
You know, we're not converting to a spirituality. We're really reverting to a spirituality.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
that's really where we come
came
from.
right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So yeah, man, that's why I always felt at home. So I tapped into it. I'm like, this is where I need to be at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
There's no limit to it. Like it's unlimited knowledge. All right, I'm gonna say that one thing for sure. It's unlimited knowledge, and you know you can't do that with religions,
You can always
Yeah.
because they want you to learn about just one aspect, like one thing. They read you what they want to read you. They don't direct you to everything that's in the book, not everything at all. So you got to find out yourself and get deep into that. Sometimes people take these books too serious, but it's just all about how you relating the book to your real life. It's for you to dissect and not take so personal, So that's what it is.
Man, somebody gave me the perfect example, like for us, like the Bible. It was like if you get lost in the woods, can you make it out with the Bible? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't make it out, but the way you make it out with the stars, you know what I'm saying? Marking the stars. The Bible, man, you be stuck in the woods with that Bible, man. You know, you be trapped. You know what I'm saying? That's why our ancestors, they look towards the stars. But the Bible, they demonize all the shit our ancestors did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Astrology and all that type of shit there. You know what I'm saying? They say it's devil worshiping. All the shit that's good for us, they say it's bad. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right, but the thing is, like they put the Bible on us, and the one that really wrote the Bible is King James. That guy, King James.
Yeah.
He wrote the Bible, and he got into it with what's that? I forgot what's it called.
Demonology.
Nah, it's that person does poems and stuff like that. I forgot, but I just know King James. Yeah, he had something to do with the Bible, and it was just out of like how you do that, and then you force Christianity on our people, all these different religions upon our people. Yes, we have our own religions, yes, like out of us, but it's just like they force their religions upon us, and then you have all these people that may be trying to get praised like false gods or fallen angels and stuff like that, right? And that's just that. But we had our own religions before they even put on Christianity and stuff like that. Like, we just got caught up in that just because, okay, our brains were getting weakened by them. And it's just because of, okay, we taught them everything. These same white people, we taught them everything.
Yeah.
But they sold the game up. They turned it against us after they didn't learn shit. Then everything that we know, they turned against us, and that's what caused us to get weaker. And over time, we're trying to find knowledge and get all this information from what we had, but we can't because they're hiding away books and they're feeding us the wrong information. So they're tricking our mind into staying under them. The whole time we think we about to break out, but it's not going to be that way. You know, so it's like they're trapping us in this bubble, and they know what they're doing. So that's why you see a lot of white people that may be higher up compared to a lot of us, black people, because of all the information they know.
But then too, we got a late start on everybody, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just learn how to read and shit. I just saw on the news the other day, they said a black person was the first motherfucker. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We just now starting to really just do shit.
Right,
you know
because we trying to get that empowerment, like it's the level like that's coming back. We trying to get back up because they've been taking everything away from us for so long. So we're trying to learn, but it's just like they don't want us to, and that's why they constantly having these. Like I said, they putting away all the information, the books. Like we can't read no books no more because. Once you start learning these words and you sound them out and stuff like that, it's gonna trigger the brain. You're able to speak more fluently.
Yeah, real talk.
You're able to talk using your consciousness even more instead of just like talking from a low level and you're not really saying too much of anything. So that started to like activate our mind even more and causes us to think deeper. Once you're doing stuff like that, like certain words, words are spells. So they're gonna trigger the mind, whatever you say to that level. Like basically based upon like maybe how big the word is, or just with anything. Like just the fact that you knowing that word, then just gonna continue to rise up the more that you
It's
get
a ripple
towards.
in the universe.
Right. The more that you getting towards words like that.
All y'all family. I forgot we got the goddess in here in the building, y'all on the panel, you know what I'm saying?
Hey. I'm
Yeah,
in the
so
corner.
yeah, that's a voice y'all heard, man, you know what I'm saying? Gotta put a name with the face, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. My bad.
Man, you good, man. You good. But, you know, triggering them words, man, like, once you start doing that, it just activate the brain a certain way where, hey, you really get deep to anything. You can finesse your way out of a lot of stuff just based on how you play with your mouth. You know, like, you gotta have a good time when you talking. You want these people to understand. It's just, you gotta be in front of the right people for you to bring that side out. Otherwise, man, you probably talking to me, right? You probably talking to how I'm talking right now. You know, I'm chilling. But if I'm under pressure, then hey, I gotta make my move. That's just what it is.
Yeah, man. Shit. Woo. That boy, that got it, man.
Hours.
Yeah.
For real, man. So shit, man. Listen. God damn.
We gonna do part 2?
Oh, we're gonna have to come back for part
Yeah,
two.
part
Yeah,
two.
part
You know,
two.
that's deep right there, man. Hope y'all learned something, man, from my boy, man. And check this
So-
out. We all see him again. He'll come back. He got yet another skill. He's a rapper, man. You know what I'm saying? I only call him a rapper. Call this man an artist, cause rap. You know what I'm saying? I feel like rapping is like something low. This man is an artist. He's a rap artist. I'm gonna say that, cause this shit is like it's art. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's live. So when y'all see this man again, he gonna show y'all something, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you got something to tell the people before you get up out of here?
Man,
You
hey,
let them know something?
look, all I'm gonna say
Tell me
is,
give me your social media.
Oh, so- look, my Instagram, A.DAURI, Adari. So that's my name. Once again, A.DAURI. Adari. Yeah, man. So
Fuck with him, man.
Hey,
Real talk, man.
I got a
That-
Twitter. Don't get on that. Facebook. Don't get on that. But Instagram. Yeah, y'all get me right there. We out of eye with it. So
Yeah.
let's do that.
You feel me? Yeah, man. So, you know, that's what that is, man. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, Kato motherfucking G, Kato GTV, here to the motherfucking streets. And we out. Peace.